So is this your table? You have a book on Marxism, book on socialism, Communist Manifesto. What do you hope to accomplish with this?
Well, I think a lot of people are interested in political alternatives. Like capitalism clearly isn't working for the vast majority of people. It's working for the 1%. And that's why we've got this Occupy movement all across the US and internationally. So a lot of mainstream economists have been saying that maybe Marx is right about how capitalism works, and we think he's right as well about getting rid of capitalism and actually replacing it with a different kind of society. I'm a socialist, yeah.
Right.
Lots of people are socialists.
Is socialism the same as communism?
It depends. It depends what you mean by communism. If you mean Stalinism,
well, this kind of communism. Marxist communism.
See, I think Karl Marx was a communist, and what he meant by communism is that regular people, not the fat cats on Wall Street, not billionaires and millionaires, should run society. Regular people who make all the wealth in society should actually control what happens to it. And
so
that's what communism
how would you say you've been received down here?
Well, I think that it's kind of like why does this movement resonate with people? Because I think there's a lot of class anger in America right now. I mean, look, banks got bailed out, people are losing their homes, millionaires are laughing at people on Wall Street when they're sipping champagne when protesters walk by. They don't get what's going on. That's why a lot of people are interested in political alternatives.
What group or organization do you represent?
Well, this is Socialist Worker newspaper. It's a publication of the International Socialist Organization. You can read it online.
Right.
Every day there's new articles.
Okay. Why don't you like Ron Paul?
Everything I've heard about him believing in was crazy, except for his appreciation for the natural herbs of the earth.
What exactly don't you like about Ron Paul?
Supposedly, he's one of those crazy polygamous Mormons who thinks everybody should believe in Scientology or some weird shit like that.
Ron Paul?
No, that's what I was told. I don't know. I heard he was a whack job.
Are you thinking about Mitt Romney?
No, I heard Ron Paul was a whack job. I just don't know.
Because Ron Paul's not a Mormon.
Somebody just told me some crazy shit about him, and I was just like, no way, man. I don't want to really vote for him.
No, who would you vote for?
You want a card? John Blythe.
Who?
John Blythe. I met him in person. He's actually a pretty nice guy.
Is he on the ballot?
I'm not sure.
Who on the ballot would you vote for?
I don't know. All the people I've heard about that are running aren't the best candidates.
Cool. Thank you. Hey, do you know who Ron Paul is?
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Not really.
How come? Why not?
He represents like Christian conservatism that shouldn't exist anymore.
Why not?
Because it's a very old ideal that's unsupported, it's unscientific.
Like, as far as fundamentalism, I have a huge problem with anyone saying that God wants me to do something when you have absolutely no proof that God even exists in the first place.
What do you think of Islam?
What's that?
What do you think of the religion of Islam?
Islam? I have not really studied a lot of it. I have only studied it a little bit. But I think as far as like the Quran and everything, well, I mean, if you read the Quran, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, like the words in it are amazing, especially like depending on the translation. But I mean, there's some like there's underlying tones of like peace and prosperity for all people in it. Yet people.
What about? Do you think there's anything in the Quran that might not be very good?
Yes and no. A lot of people think that there's a problem with like jihadists. That jihadists are like the ones who like are the extremists who like strap vests themselves and blow things up. There's actually 4 types of jihad as far as my knowledge, because I've studied the Quran a little bit, and only one of them even hints at violence. The other 3 have absolutely nothing to do with violence. They're all about peace.
Right.
So I mean, mean, like when you truly know about the Quran, I mean, like it promotes peace, not war.
So what do you guys think that you're actually changing things right now?
No, not yet.
No. What will it take to change things?
It's gonna take a massive event. Like in New York, it took 700 people getting arrested and like brutal police brutality for people to finally wake up and for the movement to expand to hundreds of thousands of people over there now.
Would you guys ever resort to violence?
I don't want to, but the thing is, if it comes down to that, if this turned into Greece, then if that's the tendency that we're going to go toward, then I think we're going to have no other option. It depends on what they do.
How long will it take before something like that would happen?
That can happen next week.
Yeah.
I mean, like this stuff doesn't take long to happen at all.
Right.
It can just literally just take the police saying we don't want this movement to exist anymore. So they come out and arrest everyone, beat the crap out of protesters, shoot someone. I mean, they do something stupid like that, and then we would have riots here. Because my vote for any of them wouldn't mean shit.
And what do you think of the Tea Party?
They have issues. They have huge issues.
Like, what are some of their issues?
It does, well, I mean, it's not just the Tea Party, it's the overall response to the Tea Party as far as the government goes. How could they all sit there with guns armed to the teeth, you know, and be sitting there with signs like End the Fed and all that stuff, and like, you know, like other
Where were
things
they
about the
armed?
government.
Where were they armed at?
I've seen pictures of them armed like outside the White House. No policemen, no riot police.
Tea
no,
Party people were armed?
Yeah, Tea Party. They're armed, and we're here. You know, we're peaceful protesters, unarmed, non-violent. We never promote violence, and yet at every